Hello, friends. Dawn Loading here, realtor at eXp Realty, but also so much more that I do than just real estate or just be a realtor. Everything is in real estate, but I have been a real estate agent for over 20 years, and I recently have really decided to help build my team, help build other agents. My passion is training and helping real estate agents to understand this process. I am a systems person. I am all about systemize it, automate it, and delegate it and move on to the next thing. And so that's what I am here for, is to show you how I've done that. So hopefully you can get something out of this for your own business, get some clarity, some organization, and figure out what it is you need to be working on every day in order to systemize it and automate it. So, with that being said, I am going to dig right in. So, let's first talk about last week. So last week we did mindset. This is a 4-week workshop and it's called Freedom to Flourish Workshop. Freedom to Flourish is my signature platform on my programs, which to make a long story short, is all about giving you the freedom to be creative, the freedom to have the right mindset, to go out there and do the business that you need to do and flourish. Like, it's that easy. But so many times real estate agents get so caught up in, what's everybody going to think of me? Or am I doing this right? Like, what's the right way? You know what? There is a wrong way, but there's no right way. And there are hundreds of ways that you can create your dream business. It's all about you and your personality and what that looks like. So that's what Freedom to Flourish is. I have a signature platform or program called Freedom to Flourish Foundations, which I will go over a little bit at the end. But once a quarter, I am doing this workshop. Once per quarter, it's a free 4-week workshop where we go over the 4 pillars in my platform. The first one is mindset. That's from last week. That's in everything. You can find that one. The second is foundations. The third is automations. And the fourth are lead generation funnels. That's my favorite one because that's what we all need to be working on right now as real estate agents in a shifting market, is new funnels. You still got to get those leads into your world. So what's that look like? So where do you want your vision to be? I mean, where do you want your business to be in a year? We talked about that with your mindset last week. We did a lot of that. So hopefully y'all opened up your business plan that I shared with you. And if you're on here and you don't have that, let me go to comments. I want to make sure that you guys could see me. Good morning, Dana. Good morning, Facebook user. Anybody who's on here, if you do type in comments, I can see those when I click on that tab. So good to see you here. So let's go back to your vision. I'm not going to get into that because that was a long one. I'm trying to keep this under 30 minutes today so that you guys can move on and go do the work yourself for the week. So let's move on and go to well, where do you want your business to be in a year? You really do got to think about that. Like, where do you excel? Are you great at social media? Are you great at video? Where do you think that you're going to do great at open houses? Like, what lead generation funnels? And we're going to talk about that on week 4. So if you're thinking, I'm not good at any of that, don't worry. We're going to come up with something that you will be good at in week 4 when we talk about the funnels. So really today is about foundations, and foundations is really what everything else blooms from. So if you think about the foundations as they're your core business, you are now an entrepreneur. I know a lot of you thought that you just got your real estate license and you're going to go out and open some doors and show some houses, because we all love to look at houses, But it's not that. That is just one little bitty piece of it. You got that real estate license and you joined a brokerage. You now own a small business. You're an entrepreneur. You need to move from an employee mindset over to an entrepreneur mindset. And what that looks like is you planning your business, you having a budget, you having your finances in order, you taking care of your business like it's a business. So that's super important. And that was a hard one for me over the years. Like, I'm horrible at managing my money. I would get money and be like, I can do whatever I want. But it's not like that. You have to learn to budget your business out. And that's one that I am still tackling, but have been for the last couple of years. One of my favorite books for that is literally right here in my books. It's Profit First. Profit First. I love, that's what I'm working on building. And I absolutely love that book. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and share a couple of things with you guys, and we'll get started with the slides. So I already, oh, well, let's get that banner off of there. Sorry, hold on. Okay. StreamYard, I absolutely love, but I'm still getting used to it. So, foundations is the second pillar to my platform, and that is what we're going to be working on today. And I love this slide because I just really ask that you open your mind and just have a growth mindset through this. And this saying goes along with it. What we focus on determines how we feel. How we feel, our state of mind, powerfully influences our actions and interactions. So, as we move through this stuff today, I hope that you have the right mindset and the right state of mind that you can create your dream business and that you can do all of this. You've just got to time block for it and get these things set up, and then I'll show you how to automate them and then delegate them. So let's get started. So the number two pillar, like I said, is foundations. And what do they look like? What are your foundations as a real estate agent? What does that look like? So these are systems that are in your business that are so important, and that once you get them set up, you can run all of your stuff through them and automate them. So I'm going to really get into that here in a minute, but I want you to keep in mind that your homework for this week is to really take the time and sit down and think about what you want your foundations to be. So what do you want your business to look like in a year? Do you want to have automated pieces go out, like from like social media pieces? I just signed up for Keeping Current Matters because I want to be able to educate my clients through this. But you get to go look at different social media pieces or marketing pieces that you want to put out. We're going to talk a lot more about that next week, or week 4 in funnels too. So these are some of the my core things that I want to talk about today for foundation pieces. I think it's really important, especially with social media and marketing, that you get your logos and your colors all dialed in. I use Canva. Canva is a huge piece of my business, and I set it up, put all my colors, my logos, my photo shoots, everything in there. So I'm able to go in and create a marketing piece in a matter of minutes. And also my VA is able to go do that. And we're able to just get everything on Keeping Current Matters. Like, I know what they are. I don't have to think about that every time. And whenever you go to any of my business social media sites, they're congruent with everything on there. It's all the same. It flows and it looks good. And I love it. So, a couple of ideas for you if you're a brand new agent and you don't have a logo yet, that's quite okay. You could even create one in Canva, go to logo, and just put a little flower or a little house with a flower. Just go in and put free logo, and you could create one right there just with your name. Like, I used to be just downloading realtor, and that was fine, but now I'm the loading group, and so I did a whole branding session and got my colors all done. I hired someone on, actually, the person I hired came recommended, but you could go to Fiverr or several different places. I love Etsy, ETSY. Etsy is super cheap. You could get all your real estate things done right there on Etsy. They could give you colors, logos. You could have a whole business set up for like $100 and get buyer guides, seller guides. So Etsy is something I totally recommend for getting this part done. But it's something I really think that you need to get done. So then let's talk about social media sites. So social media sites are they're really personal. Like social media sites are individual to each one of us. And I say in the beginning, if you're a newer agent, just perfect one. Like, don't go out there and try to do TikToks and try to do Instagrams and try to do a business page on Facebook. But these things all do eventually need to be done if you're going to be a high producing agent, but they don't have to be done all in the beginning. If I had to start my business from scratch right now, I would still get into Facebook first. Instagram is great, TikTok's great, like, they're all wonderful, but I know all my people are in Facebook. No matter how much we all wanna say we're not, we are. So, social media sites, pick one, go learn it at a high level, be able to operate it, make sure that your profile is all set up and everything is rocking and rolling. So, Facebook's going to be your first one. You're going to want to create a Facebook business page as well. And there are YouTube videos for every single thing I am telling you guys that you could do for free. And I have my foundations course, which I am actually in the process of adding a lot more to it, where I'm going to show you all of this stuff. Then at EXP, we have KV Core. KV Core is beautiful because it is a website, a CRM, and marketing tools all in one. Some people love it, some people don't. I love the CRM in it. I could go in and create campaigns for each different funnel that I have running into my business, and I can do just about anything I want. You could do videos, voicemail drop, all kinds of things with the CRM. Now, and the website's great. I love the website. The website has great landing pages that you could do to put out into the world and get people back into your KV Core according to whatever you're marketing. So that's a whole class on its own, and we'll do that later. But KV Core, Follow Up Boss, mm, Market Leader, like there's so many different CRMs, and I remember, like, I see this all the time still on different groups. What's your favorite CRM? You know what? It's the one you're going to use. Whichever one you're going to use, that's going to be it. People think that there's like this magical uh thing with a CRM, and there's just not. Trust me, I tried. I chased CRMs until I joined EXP and got KV Core for free. And I know that KV Core is powerful because it's $500+ a month anywhere else, but we get it included with our stuff. So KV Core is where it's at for your foundation. That's your foundation because that's your CRM and how people are going to find you. Like if you picture a storefront, like a boutique or a coffee shop or a bakery or whatever, anything downtown in your area, and you picture their storefront, right? Well, that's for us as real estate agents, that's our website. So that's how people find us, in our website. And so that's our front door. That's how they enter. Then they get curious and they look around on your website. So if you have a blog, if you put listings on there, whatever you do, you need to have capture something that is some kind of lead capture that captures that lead's information, and that then pulls it into your CRM. So now you've got these people into your store, but they're going to turn around and walk out because 99% of people that are checking out real estate pages and landing pages and all of that are not ready to buy or sell. They're just curious. So that's the very top of the funnel. But if you could capture their lead information, now you've got them in your back door and you're able to send them campaigns, do weekly emails, do videos to your entire KV Core platform. And that is really taking care of your database by doing all of that. So that is why I love KV Core. It is your little boutique business. So then my number one funnel is always going to be my VIP database. Absolutely, hands down, I get more referral business from this right here than anything else I've ever got business from. And so I take really good care of this VIP database. I do all kinds of different things for them, but I keep this all, even though they're all in KV Core, they're all on a spreadsheet in my Google business. And I have like my top 30 highlighted. I do phone calls, I do lunches, I do guests. Like if I buy a table at an event, I invite like my top 6 people. I do all kinds of different things. Pop buys. I haven't done pop buys in a while, but last year at Christmas, I did give poinsettias to my top 30, and that was beautiful. But I didn't do that this year. I just have not had time. So I'm going to send a really nice Christmas card out, and I'm not really sure what else I'll do. So one year, I also did a Santa Coffee with Santa event, and that was a blast. I don't have time to do that this year because I'm also training and trying to help the agents on my team, and we haven't done as much for them. So that's bad on me. But for you, if you're just doing real estate, this needs to be your number one focus. Okay, so then I want to talk. So that's really for your personal business. There could be all kinds of other things in here that you consider part of your foundations. Um, I I am I really should add keeping current matters to this. I should add YouTube to this. It really is whatever you want to be able to look at and master that platform and just have it absolutely memorized and know how it works. So I am just trying to keep this really simple for this, but I want to talk about these bottom two. If you're a new agent and you're at EXP and you're not sure about what EXP has to offer, where these things are, you need to take the time and take a week off from everything else and go figure this out. You need to make sure that you know how to use SkySlope. Make sure that you know how to get into the world and what's offered to you in the world. Make sure that you know how to get into workplace and that you go follow those workplace groups that are of interest to you. We have so much value to offer at EXP, but there's a lot of things that people think are hidden because they don't get in there and go figure it out. So if anybody on here needs help with that, I would love to sit down. My virtual assistant will do a walkthrough with my team for my team on everything that EXP has to offer. So anybody on here needs some help, let me know. Then we have our realtor basics. So what do I mean by that? I mean your MLS. In the beginning, you've got to get your experience and you've got to build your confidence, or else you will not want to do this business. You have to build confidence. That is a huge piece of this business. And your realtor basics will give that to you. You should be signing up for every single class that your MLS offers because that's them teaching you how to use the tool called the MLS. So you need to know how to do your CMAs. You need to know how to write a contract, realtor basics. If you're with EXP and you're a new agent and you haven't wrote a contract, you should be doing the Thursday classes at 1:30 Central that's in Texas, every week in the world and learning and practicing. If you wherever you're at, practice writing a contract every single week. If you just practice, if you get up on Monday and you have a pretend client and you set them up on a search, even just use yourself as this person, set yourself up on a search. on your website. Go through the whole process for yourself as a client and make sure that you have all these systems dialed in and know what you're doing. And then write a contract for yourself. Go pick a house, set yourself up. Just I mean, get creative with it. Go buy $1 million house. Go write up your contract. Don't upload that to SkySlope, but you can do pretty much do everything. And I'm telling you, if you do that every single week and you just have a pretend client, before you know it, those clients are going to be real and you're going to have the confidence it takes to go and show them houses. Go show yourself houses. Go preview a couple houses a week. It doesn't take much. But I tell you, part time agents, like you're missing the boat on some of this stuff that you should be doing to build that confidence. So take your MLS classes, Zip forms, know how to use Zip forms. Everything that you're going to need to put in a contract for a buyer or a seller, you should be practicing on. Bottom line, that did it for me. That's what worked for me. I hope that it works for you. And it's pretty simple. So, basics, EXP basics, realtor basics, these are all simple foundation pieces for your business that you need to be doing. So, call to action, homework is to really sit down and figure out what yours are and then schedule time every day this week and next week, whenever, throughout the next month, plan accordingly. Get your planner out and time block and tell yourself, like you're an employee of yourself, when and what you're going to do. Join my Facebook group. In my Facebook group, Real Estate Untangled, I have links to a couple of different things that could help you in there. So in the pinned group, I have a link to my planner, my favorite planner that I have bought for your, oh, you can't see because I'm not on here. See, that's me being a bad StreamYard person. Anyway, there's a link to this planner. It's a great planner, gives you space to plan your business out. Love that. There's a couple of links in that group. So I'm going to try to share my screen again. Let's see if I could do this because that's really all that I have as far as the slides go, you guys. You can go to my website and find the link to join that group. I think you're probably all in it if you're watching this because this is where I created it. But let me see if I could go into present mode and let's see. Slides, share screen. Hopefully this works. I think that this works. So this is the Freedom to Flourish group. So you should be able to see that now. And this is free. I am going to be doing a lot. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This is the Freedom to Flourish. That's the wrong, that's the business page. Let me go to the private Real Estate Untangled group. So this is the Real Estate Untangled group. I am going to be doing free classes in here every month. This month, I am going to be doing a business planning clinic. Not sure what day yet. I'm trying to figure that out with Thanksgiving sneaking up on us, but probably one day next week. I'll figure that out today and get that in here to show you kind of what it looks like to plan out next year and work all these things into it. Next month, I'm going to do a Canva class for free. And then all next year, I'm going to have one guest speaker in my group. I'm going to have one class every month, just lots of little things that I could do to help you. That's what I am going to be doing in this Real Estate Untangled group. So make sure that you go join this group and go pin it to your favorites so that you always know where it's at. That's the biggest thing about Facebook these days is that it's so confusing. But see right here, it says I could unpin it, but yours, if you don't have it pinned, it will say pin. So I think I just unpinned it. So now I'm going to go back and pin it. So pin it. Then whenever you log into Facebook and you're on your home feed, it shows up here under your shortcuts. You can pin 10 groups at a time to your shortcuts so that those are the ones that you always know what you want to go to. So I don't get on Facebook much anymore and go through everything else because I get lost in this whole looking at everybody's stuff, which I love, but I don't have time to do that. So I just go over here to my favorites and look at what I want to look at. So in here, that's where all that's happening. So Then I just want to show you real quick on my website, dawnloading.com. I am doing this program called let's see, Freedom to Flourish Foundations. And I'm in the process of redoing this through the rest of the year. So it's about halfway done. So there's a lot of stuff in here that you could already benefit with. But with the market shifting, I'm adding a lot more classes to it. So if you wanted to get into there, it's this one right here, Freedom to Flourish Foundations. And you can click there and it'll take you to all the details with that. So that is my website is just dawnloading.com. And that is about all that I have for y'all. So I'm going to add to stream. Yay, I love StreamYard. Okay, so do I have any questions with all of that foundational work? Next week, we're going to talk about automations and all the different things in your real estate business that needs to be automated. And then the following week, the last workshop, we're talking about funnels. Once you get your mindset right, you get your foundational stuff all set up and figured out, your campaign set up, your videos, whatever you need to get set up, you know what social media sites you're going to be active on. Then we're going to automate some stuff. And then we're going to go develop those funnels and flow leads into all of your systems. So that is why I'm a systems person and absolutely love getting a system set up and automated and delegated. So, any questions? Anybody have any questions? Nothing, nothing? All right. Well, I thank you so much for your time, and I will see you hopefully back next week for automations and then funnels after that. So, have a great rest of your day and get your homework done this week. Bye, everyone. Thank you.